Hello, everyone, and good morning, and welcome to Wow Wednesday. I am your host, Nancy Matthews, one of the founders of Women's Prosperity Network. And today we are bringing you a community favorite, an absolute expert. I've got my friend, colleague, and mentor in the house. Laura Barker is here. Welcome, Laura Barker.
Well, thank you, Nancy Matthews, my friend, mentor, and coach of all coaches. Absolutely. Just thrilled to be here. I've got some really fun stuff to share today.
You always do, my friends. And one of the things that I count on is you not only bring such a great spirit to everything you do, you bring great expertise. And today's conversation, Laura is going to be preparing us and guiding us for the big changes coming about on LinkedIn. Now, we know LinkedIn is a great social platform network for specifically for building business. And that's what Laura, one of Laura's sweet spots is. She's going to be giving us some guidance in that today. So my instructions for all of you: get a pen, a paper, have a note, digital notepad ready, because you're going to want to take notes and you're going to want to write down whatever questions you may have about how to maximize LinkedIn. Now, before I bring her up, a couple of quick announcements. First of all, I want to say thank you to the 100+ people who joined us yesterday for our networking with a twist. Be sure you join us next time because it was amazing. And everybody who was there, where's that fortune? Yeah, that's not a problem. So make sure you go ahead and reach out to some of the wonderful people that you got to meet. Secondly, this Saturday, we are hosting our signature mastermind, which we call Brilliance, Brainstorming, and Breakthroughs. And the beautiful thing about this signature mastermind is the formula that you are guided through causes you to create deep, deep connections as well as get your own ahas and insights. So join us for this monthly online mastermind experience. And then next Tuesday, I think it is, yeah, next Tuesday, Trick Carr, one of our master coaches, my sister and co-founder, she's going to be teaching an online class as summer's wrapping up and you're headed back into focus on business. This is a class that's going to show you how to boost your business and give you the ultimate sales and marketing machine. So just go to our website, womensprosperityNetwork.com, click on that little events tab, and you'll see all the different ways that you can join us. And now, without any further delay, let me introduce Laura Barker, who is a business consultant, a LinkedIn strategist and coach, and a recovering attorney. She has a diverse business portfolio that's caught Forbes's attention, and also she is a podcast favorite. She shines in demystifying complex strategies, and she is the brains behind the Barker 20, which I'm hoping she'll share a little bit about today. Through her LinkedIn GPS cohort, Laura offers a treasure trove of on-demand training, live monthly masterclasses and office hours, as well as real-time Slack support. So if you aim to dominate LinkedIn and grow your business, Laura's actionable insights and proven systems are your golden ticket. Jot this down as we're talking at the top of the hour, because not only is she going to pour into us today and give us the opportunity to ask some questions, on August 26th, which is next Monday, she's actually hosting free an Ask Me Anything session. And you can get there by going to bit.ly, bit.ly/ ask Laura 826. And that's all lowercase. So bit.ly/ ask Laura 826. I turn it over to you, my friend. Give me guidance. Prepare me for the tsunami waves of change coming about with LinkedIn.
Well, wow, that was like a tsunami of compliments and nice things you said about me. Thank you so much. And I think most of them, were true. No,
Mhm.
no. But so guys, LinkedIn is ever changing, as we all know, right? And I mean, it's always done that, more from the resume place, get a job kind of board to um, morphing into we're going to be educational, oh, we're going to be this, or we're going to be that, to now what it is a multifaceted platform that tries to be all things to everybody, which of course we know we can't be, but they won't stop trying. And so what that means for us is that changes are happening, and they are happening more rapidly as LinkedIn rolls out all these beta tests across the world. So what that means for you is that you may see something on somebody's profile and go, well, why don't I have that? What is that? And you may not have it simply because it's in beta and they're just doing it on a limited basis. And it may never show up in the real, on the full platform. They may keep it regional. They may get rid of it altogether. It's unpredictable, and it's like a closely held secret. Wherever they still store the Coca-Cola recipe is where this information is. And so, but I want to talk to you today about really four things that are happening that I feel like you probably need to know about. And it's another reason I really wanted to come on and share this with you, and then have you, if you want, because you may get some questions from what I'm going to say, come to the event on Monday and I can explain it further. So hopefully that will be helpful.
Yes,
So
I know
first,
it will. I know it will be helpful. And right before you dive in, and then I'll turn it back to you. Um, I want to kind of give this an umbrella for why use LinkedIn in the first place. So I'm hearing it changes all the time, and maybe you'll get this, and maybe you won't. I'm like, why would I bother? That's what came up for
yeah,
me. I was listening.
okay. See, and I'm so glad that you brought that up. So why would you bother? And I'm sometimes told that sometimes people listen to me and go, I can't do all that. Are you kidding? Well, right. And you're not meant to. And that's what the Barker 20 is about that you mentioned. So it is a system. You just go step by step. It tells you what to do on every single day. So you're going to go on for 20 minutes and you're going to do that thing. And then the next day, you're going to go on and do a different thing, but you don't have to think about it. So if that sounds appealing, that's how simple it can be. Now, why would you want to even do that? Why even be on LinkedIn, right? My people aren't there. Oh, yes, they are. So there are over 1 billion, with a B like boy, billion users on LinkedIn. They are, there are over 140,000 people active on it at any given time. That's a lot of people active
That's a lot.
right then
Yeah.
and there. And then your LinkedIn does a lot to push your information out to people. So here's the key.
Mhm.
Once you optimize your profile, and that means a very specific thing, and I'll walk you through it. But once you've done that, it will do the heavy lifting. And here's what that means. You will begin to get direct messages into your inbox saying things like, hey, I, I'd like to know about more about what you do. Hey, I think I'm interested in working with you. Can we meet? So if that's the kind of goal you'd like to have, because I'll tell you something, folks, I don't cold call. Oh, no, no, I can't stand it. I really don't like it at all. So I had to come up with a system that got me business without having to do cold calls, right?
Mhm.
And I don't want to do those kick the tire meetings, right? We all know those, right? They really just want to pitch you and they're not even going to take the time to listen to what you do. That's okay if it's a mutual pitch, that's great.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
anyway, but that's not what you want. What you want are conversations with prospects, right? That's what you want. All of LinkedIn is really about prospecting. So if you go to networking meetings like the 100 or so people that did yesterday, if you go to other networking events, LinkedIn is one huge networking event. That's all it is. And once you kind of learn where your favorite rooms are, which it's just kind of finding your ideal client, which is, I assume y'all probably done a lot of that. I know Nancy teaches a lot about it. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
you've done that and now you're ready to roll. And you go, and now you're talking to your ideal client. And you're not getting as many pitches because that's not what you're teaching the algorithm to do. See, the algorithm puts restrictions on us. It's how we feel sometimes, but it's really also out there helping us because we can train it,
Mm, never thought
right?
of that. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So the trust with that, you
Money,
all
money.
are right, you make money. So I trust with that, you're all inspired to listen more closely and give the Barker 20 a go, 20 minutes a day. If you knew what to do on LinkedIn, you do it. Because
Right?
that's the thing. I say, oh yeah, I know it's different than Facebook and Instagram and obviously TikTok, but how do you actually use it? And that's exactly what Laura teaches.
Yeah.
So today, this is about preparing us for the changes so that we can still optimize it. So I turn it back to you once again. Teach me, my friend.
Okay. So I'm going to just tell you the categories of change. So one is in the pricing structure, and I always get asked about this, right? What's it cost? How's that going to work? So I'm going to hit that. Then we're going to talk about your actual profile. So and what's happening to it because it is changing. And then I was going to talk about metrics, but maybe I'll leave that one out. And if we don't have time, and then AI and LinkedIn and how you
Okay.
can use it. All right. So let's dive in real quick. Pricing structure. Here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you what something costs right now, except to tell you that there are many different plans available on LinkedIn. The freebie, which I assume most of you have, and then there are others: Sales Navigator, Sales Core, Recruiter, Career. There are just a lot, and the pricing on these changes. Part of the change theory, right?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
they're rolling out. They're testing price points. So you'll get a special, or you'll get this, or try this, and so it's going to run from. I think probably the least that you could get by with would be like a $70 a month charge. Now it won't say that. It'll say 59 or 64 or something, but they add all these fees on and it becomes 70 or something. Anyway,
Do I need a paid version?
well, that's exactly what I was getting to. Not just yet, but that's changing too. The ever shrinking free features. We have seen them over the last year and more rapidly over the last 6 months begin to move what was a free feature into premium.
Mm,
And that they are wanting to drive revenue, obviously, for them. And so here's an example. On the free version, you used to be able to see um, who has viewed your profile.
right. You
Right?
could see a certain number of those.
Right.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Hmm.
If you want to see anybody that's viewed your profile, you got to pay. So it's
Okay.
that kind of shrinking. So for my advice then is, use it how you're using it. But when you bump into something that you thought you could do, just know premium. I'll have to pay for that now, right? So and you can decide when it's worth it. That makes sense.
Okay.
All right. So your profile structure changes. You're gonna know, and they're rolling this out. It is a real thing. It's not a beta anymore, but it'll take time to get everywhere. But things like your about section is now going to be directly under your intro section. So people don't
Okay.
have to scroll down to find it, right? They
Yeah.
want people to see your about section more easily. And
Mhm.
so guys, all I can say to that is make it good
I was
because
going to say that's really important. What's in the about section. So I've
yeah,
got the LinkedIn banner at the top,
hmm
and then under that is my intro section, just a
right.
few
Your
details.
name,
So yeah,
stuff like that.
kind of like bullet points.
Well,
And then
yeah,
your headline, and then right under that is the about section.
yes,
That's what's going to be changing. So you may
yeah.
not see it now, or
hmm
you may, but know it's coming. And
And
this
get that thing in shape.
get it in shape. Okay, good. And by the way, for everyone, go to come to the free session that Laura's doing next Monday. And if you simply go to barkerbusinesssolutions.com, like this woman is so generous, barkerbusinesssolutions.com, she's got a free guide for how to get your profile in order, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Should
So
be
that's
there. Yep.
yeah.
And excuse me. The other thing that's changing is something called your service page. You may not have even noticed it, but you have one. And this is another way for you to connect with clients. And here's the thing, they're moving that to underneath the about section.
Okay.
And it says request services. There's a button that, yeah,
I
on
didn't even
that.
know that was there.
Well, exactly. So pay attention to that one. It's still free. So
Okay. Grab it while
enjoy
you
it.
can. Use it
Right,
while you
right, right.
can.
All right, now I want to move on to AI and then metrics if we're not gonna have time for metrics. AI. Oh my gosh, we love it, we hate it. It doesn't work for me. It spits out crap. You know, I don't know if y'all had any of those thoughts, but I did when I started using it. Crazy. Well, anyway, here's the dealio on this. Um, the consequences of not using AI in your business to make you more efficient, to improve your quality of your anything you're working on, anything you're working on, whether you're brainstorming something, writing a newsletter, or need to come up with a chart. If you're not using AI, you will be left in the dust. And that's just all there is to it. Your competition and everybody else, even who's not your competition, is using it. You're going to see their content take a leap in quality, in frequency, and precision writing.
Right. You'll be left in the dust.
You really
Thinking, how
will.
could I possibly keep up?
You really
Yeah.
will. So, you know, what you'll end up doing though, when you do, you just have to embrace it. Just go, okay, this is life now. Just like when we adapted to all these Zoom meetings, this
Oh,
is
or
life
when
now,
we adapted to the internet in the first place.
right? Or cell phones. Oh my gosh, yeah, all that stuff, right? So
Huh?
embrace it, fall in love with it because you will. Um, but the other aspect of AI, so that's using it to your advantage, right? As much as you can. Now, you will also see the little AI symbol. Does anybody notice this on your screen yet? Or maybe when you're on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, has anybody noticed the little, do you know what the AI symbol is?
No.
Okay. It's a little circular symbol. On my screen, it's purple, but I don't know. It's probably, who knows? Anyway, it's a little circular thing with like little stars and a moon, kind of, not a moon, but like a swish. I'm not really good at describing graphics. All
I'm
right.
looking at it now, and so far I don't see it.
Don't see on your LinkedIn.
I don't see this AI option.
Okay.
But that's,
So, well, hang on. I'll, I mean,
you
did
want me
you
to
want
share?
me?
I know we don't usually share screen during
Well,
this.
right.
So, but
So,
we could.
okay. Um,
Let's change it up. And for those of you that are listening in on the phone, which is why we don't normally do screen shares, is so that you can, get the full content. My suggestion is going to be bounce back to the recording and watch, and you can and see this demonstration. So can you share screen, Laura? Or you want to just continue
yes.
to
No, I can do
describe?
that. I can do that. Let me. I
Okay.
was just pulling up the right screen as you were talking.
Perfect. So I will do my best to describe this for everybody that's on the phone. And for if
I'm
you are on the phone, go to Nancy Matthews on Facebook, my personal page, and you'll see this recording right there so that you'll be able to take advantage of these instructions right away. So share whenever you're ready, my friend.
it's not allowing me.
Aw,
It's because you're sharing or something. It says.
well, I'm such a control freak, I guess.
Well, it says the host isn't allowing multiple presenter sharing for this webinar.
Try it now.
Okay, I'll try it now. Yeah, man, we're all in.
All
All right.
right, good. All right, so Laura's
Are you
sharing.
seeing it? Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, Laura's sharing
Okay.
her screen and we are seeing her LinkedIn profile at the moment. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I've pulled up the messaging because this is the quickest way to get it to show.
Okay,
But you
great.
see down here that see that?
Oh, so down, so when you go to the messaging in your the messaging section of your LinkedIn profile, when you start to write a message or respond to a message, there is three little blue stars at the bottom. That is the AI indicator. So I'm pulling up mine, and I do not have the AI on mine.
On your, well, you know what? Maybe it's not fully rolled out yet, but
So this is one
it
of
is
those
not
things we're
beta.
talking. Yeah.
Yep. So now watch this. So I've written this terrible sentence. And I'm gonna click this now and let's see what
Uh,
happens.
So she wrote this terrible sentence,
And
and
then I can refine it.
typos in it using AI. Okay.
Right. And I can see all the things I can do though.
Mhm.
Set a tone, translate, fix spelling, make punchier, condense message, right? It's
Yeah.
really, really and the annoying side can be too, sometimes it will pop in a reply before you've even started typing. Like it will just make a suggestion.
All right. So for some of you, you're going to have this feature. Some of you are not. Like I said, I don't see it on mine, Laura, so I don't have access to it. So they're rolling it out little by
Yeah,
little.
yeah,
And once again, part of the reason we want to stay in tune with experts such as yourself, in the various ways we're growing our businesses, right? Is how to save us time end confusion and give us clear direction to move forward.
absolutely.
Right? Save
Absolutely.
time, give us direction, and be
And
able to end frustrations. Because, like, I'd be like, I don't know what's going on.
and I have something more about AI. Okay,
Yeah.
so many of you know that I have a membership, a LinkedIn GPS cohort. Well, because LinkedIn is always changing, that has become more and more relevant. You know, that pricing structure, by the way, I looked up pricing structure this morning. It was updated 5 days ago. They can be updating it again in
Mhm.
5 days or tomorrow or whatever. And so it's up to me to stay current. And it's up to me to
Right.
bring you only what you need. And with AI, what you also need, we talked about garbage in, garbage out. Well, you don't have to worry about that. I have a library of prompts. Nancy and I talk prompts all the time and we share them,
Love
we love
prompts.
it. But yeah, so, and I've created prompts specifically for the cohort that, like,
Mhm.
specifically for my members. And I am 100% devoted to that so that if you have a prompt that, if you need, how do I say this? How do I do this? I'm there to
Mhm.
help on Slack every day. So anyway, kind of
Yeah,
wanted to mention
which
because
is
it is
amazing.
hard.
Yeah, which is absolutely amazing. All right, so pricing structure has changed. AI, you absolutely want to be using.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about metrics, and then we'll
Okay.
open up for some question and answer here.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. So LinkedIn has really good metrics, pretty much within the platform. Some of them now, though, have been moved to premium. So you're not going to get as many on the just free version. Um, one of the interesting metrics to me, though, on that's on LinkedIn and still free, I think, is your followers. You know, we have followers and connections. It's the
Mhm.
followers you're interested in, and you want to.
Really?
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
I'm so surprised by that because I would think connections are more valuable than just followers.
Well, they're for different purposes. So
Okay.
followers are prospecting. Hopefully, your connections are already in the ideal client space, and you're moving towards conversation with them. But that's a
Got it.
different type of conversation. The
Right. Right.
followers is prospecting. And guys, I'll just tell you, always be prospecting. Your business will die if you don't prospect. And we have the
Mhm.
tendency to we get a new client and we dive all in and we forget to prospect for 2 months and then that project's over
Right.
and you're back in panic mode. So, so always be prospecting. Well, with your followers, two places for the followers and um, newsletter subscribers. These are people who have expressed some form of interest in what you have to offer.
Mhm.
If they
Mhm.
have followed you, it's because they saw something they liked. Well, you can
So
see who they are. Reach out to them.
so how do I get let's start with, because you said two things there. So I know connections. I send a connection request. I put a message in there. How do I get more followers?
Comments. Commenting, commenting, and commenting is how you get more followers. Not on your post, but on other people's posts. And there are so many reasons for you to comment on other people's posts. I recommend setting aside time each day or every time you're on the platform. Do 10 minutes of comments, just, even if that means
Mm,
3. They've got to be value add comments. Do not pitch or sell, and don't hijack the audience, right? So beware of those things.
yeah.
But when you comment, guess what happens? People see your tagline, right? They
Oh,
see
so
your
this is about
tagline, your
optimizing your
headline,
profile
right?
again.
It is. It's all going to take them back to your profile. So they're going to see your
Ah,
headline, aka tagline. But anyway, they
yeah.
see that headline and it intrigues them. So the first 10 words of your headline need to be attention grabbing. Okay. When they see that, they click it, they go to your profile, and they follow. And guess what? Oh my gosh, this may be the day. Can I check something real quick?
Yeah,
Hang on.
I'll check in real quick. And um,
No, it's not the day. Okay.
okay. But
I
while she's checking into the next surprise that's coming down the pike, get your questions ready. Laura is open. We're going to open up so that you can ask Laura the questions that you've got burning about LinkedIn, how to maximize it. And let me also say, this membership that she offers that she calls the GPS cohort offers so much value. And if you're not already a member, take a look at it. Definitely join next Monday. Get the free guide. Everything is available for you at barkerbusinesssolutions.com. And so, did you have more you wanted to share before I open up for questions?
don't think so.
Okay.
You've said it all. So let's dive in. Let's have some questions.
Let's go ahead and have some questions. And once again, the link to join for the Monday free session, Ask Me Anything with Laura, is bit.ly/ask Laura 826. All lowercase, all one word, ask Laura 826. So be sure to sign up for that. It's absolutely free. What I'll say to you right now in this moment is if you want more clients, if you are wanting a clear path to how to maximize this amazing platform of LinkedIn, Laura Barker's your girl. So you definitely want to go ahead and sign up for the free class, join the membership, whatever that looks like for you. So let's go ahead and start with our first caller is going to be Maritza. I see you're unmuted. Do you want to share something?
I didn't know I was unmuted.
There you
So,
go. Do you have a question or comment though, since you're unmuted? Maybe God took care of that for you.
yes. So I have a question. Yes, I'm with all the changes that LinkedIn has had. What do you think that for those that like me or my team that work with LinkedIn like on a daily basis, what cautions do we need to have so that we don't get penalized?
Now, Marissa, that's a big question. So, your team, honestly, if it is feasible, you would probably want to get the team paid version. You
Okay.
can do so much with that when you have a team that you're working with, because everybody can have access to everything. It's not like, and so you just can't get in trouble, right? And they store your documents, and there's a lot of benefit to that. So I'd encourage you to look at that one. I'm not sure it's where you
Perfect.
want to go. Otherwise, though, they've limited. Oh, here's another limit on the free version. You used to be able to, conduct um, sorry, write a connection note to all of your people you're sending a
Okay.
connection request. You can't do that
Mhm.
now on the free version, only for 10, up to 10. They won't tell us the number, but at some
Okay.
point you're going to be stopped and it's going to say no more
Yes.
notes. Have you encountered that?
Yes, we
Yeah,
have encountered that.
yeah, I
And
thought
then
as
even
much.
with the premium is like 20, up to 15 to 20.
Right, I
It's
know
not
it
that
doesn't get
much.
much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's a thought
Hmm.
too. I know you and I talked about lead delta some time
Yes.
ago, right? Why don't we take this offline, Marissa? Because this is getting deep.
Yes. Yes. Thank
Sounds
you.
good. All
I
right, you
know.
bet.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
there,
Bye.
great. Thank you, Maritza. And there is so much depth and breadth. So what did you say? Lead Delta?
Yeah, I do not recommend this for hardly anyone.
Anybody? Okay. So that's good. And here's the thing, she knows the distinctions of what you need for yourself or a team. For if you're, Maritza is a virtual assistant company, so she's got lots of people that are doing LinkedIn for clients. So it all ties in. Um, all right. And this is the tip of the iceberg, my friends. Be sure to go to barkerbusinesssolutions.com and get the many free resources she offers there, and register to join Laura on Monday, August 26th for her Ask Me Anything session. So go to bit.ly/ask Laura 826. Let's do our next caller. Adele Alexander is in the house. Welcome,
Good
Adele.
morning. How are you? Well, I
Good.
woke up a couple of minutes to 9 this morning and I said, wow, Wednesday. So I jumped on. I'm so glad I did. Thank you so much, Laura
You
and
are.
Betsy. So,
Welcome.
in LinkedIn, I'm a total beginner, even though I've had a LinkedIn profile now probably for, I'm going to say 3 years. And I really don't even know how to use the free version, so the changes are going to be a little challenge for me. But I would like to do it. Basically, uh, I'm a speaker, a storyteller, and a professional clown. So I'm looking for other people that are looking for those services. And I do write to
Yeah.
people. I basically know how to use it, but I'm going to admit this. I'm scared of it. I don't know how to use it, and I'm
Yeah.
not familiar, and I don't really know where to start. So I'll be on the session Ask Laura when we get to it. So
Well, good. And let me just say, Adele, that um, you can target your searches to find the types of event planners, for example, that you're looking for, who would be looking for someone like you, right? So it is capable of meeting those goals that you just stated with a little
great.
help. And don't be afraid. I'm there to hold your hand. I mean, I really do. I think people would tell you. I will literally walk you through it. It's what we do in the cohort. So yeah. And you can ask more questions for us Monday. I look forward to seeing you.
Okay, same here. Thank you.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
So glad. Awesome, Adele. Yep. Show up for that Ask Me Anything session. And don't be scared. It's okay. We got you.
Thank-
And thank you for admitting it, because there's lots of people that feel the way you do. So we've got to
Yeah.
voice it and address it and move through it. So good for you.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you.
Yep. All right. Thank you so much, Adele. Let's go next to Nellie Williams. So this is your opportunity, my friends. If you're with us on Zoom, simply unmute yourself or raise your hand. If you are with us via phone, hit *6. And if you're with us on Facebook, go ahead and put your question in the comments feed, and I'll bring it to the table. So let's begin with my friend Nellie Williams.
Good morning, Nancy and Laura. I
Good morning.
learned so much from you, Laura. You are amazing wealth of knowledge in the one brain we have on our heads. And I appreciate your patience in sharing with all of the people like me that are stumbling their way through. And It's just amazing to have you on our side. And I
Good.
so appreciate that.
Thank you, Nellie. It brings me great joy when I get a message from you or anybody else in Slack, because it just brings me joy to be able to give you the answer right then and there when you need it. Mostly, I mean, I'm pretty timely, I hope. And it's and then to see you progress. So Nellie, you're just much appreciated. You're an active member of the cohort, and we support each other in the cohort too, which is nice. We're really a nice fun group of people.
It is a good group. Thank you so much, Laura. And
Thank you, Nellie.
I'm glad you're always learning something new and sharing with us.
Yes,
So
thank you.
thank you.
That's my goal. Thanks, Nellie.
Awesome. Thank you, Nellie. All right. Again, this is your opportunity. Questions. How do you use LinkedIn? I'm going to bring a question to the table that you haven't touched upon, but it's a burning question for me. And then I'll go back to the audience because it's my show. Why
Fair enough.
not?
Sure.
I've heard something that you referred to and some others have referred to as a message trait on maximizing your connection, connection requests or direct messages that you send to people. Can you give us some direction on what is a message tree and how to maximize it?
Absolutely. And this is just a term that I use, but it's really a series of pre-written messages that you're going to send. Now, let me explain that a little bit more. Let's say you're sending out connection requests. What do you say? And let's pretend you have notes. So what do you say in the note? Right? Well, if you are spending time on everyone going, okay, what do I say to Bob? Okay. Oh, hey, what do I say to Olivia? What do I say to here? You are wasting time, losing time every time that you do that. So you can use a Word document, whatever, to copy and paste, but write these things out in advance so that you can use it in every one. Now, it's not going to be the complete message. It's the skeleton.
Right. You want to customize it so it's not robotic and people can feel that you're paying attention to them.
Well, you can, but yes, in the connection, that's exactly what you want to do. But you're gonna have that tree is gonna have space for you to insert what you need, so you don't forget to insert what you need, right?
Perfect.
So you would say, for example, hey Nancy, I saw your post about, right? Whatever,
Yeah.
put it in brackets. I gotta put some in there about your speaking business. I'm so intrigued. I do some events. Would hope you're open to connecting. Love to talk soon, or not, or something like that, right?
Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then and Laura or whatever, and then you always have their name, your name, the correct spacing. You don't have to think about any of that, right? And you have room to add in what you need.
Very
Now,
good.
that will save you a ton of time, and that's just one example. So that there are many different types of message trees, right? There's well, let me put it this way. These are macros. If you're old enough to know what a macro is, right? Then this is macros on steroids, right? So there are programs that can help you do this. I love one called Get Magic. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, and it's free. I love a free tool. And you can put in an entire, let's say you can use this for your templates of emails. You can use, and then all you have to do is just hit two buttons wherever you've got your text box. Hit two buttons and it's in.
Uh-huh. Well, I miss my macros. I used to love macros. It was so easy.
This is your jam. This is your
thank
jam.
you.
Absolutely.
Macros
I'll get
was
the link.
that was in the Word Perfect days, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes. Yes.
We go way back. I was so resistant to switching over to Word. I was like, my Word Perfect. Anyway, thank you for that fun trip down memory lane.
You
All
bet.
right, so So message trees is to save you time. And the other thing that I think a message tree and having this pre-planned out, it prevents that paralysis that happens when you look staring at a blank page,
Right. Right.
right? So this is
Yeah.
about keeping you in motion and keeping you in momentum.
Hmm.
All right,
Right.
let's go. And thank you, Rita, for posting that in the chat. Nellie, I see your hand up. Did you have a follow-up comment or question?
I do. I was thinking about this. Laura, I get a lot of requests to connect, and they're from people that I don't have any desire in connecting with, so I just delete them. Is that a mistake on my part?
Well, maybe sometimes. So let me give some guidance on that. We all get, requests to connect that just, we know it's a sales pitch coming if it's not already there.
Yeah.
So rule number one, if there's a sales pitch in there, no, I don't bother unless their business is something that could complement mine. We share a target audience, but do different services. Unless I can find a reason, right? They're gone. And here's the thing with connection requests. It actually involves a little bit of research. You do need to look at, if you don't know why they're connecting or wanting to and approve it, then you need to go look at their profile.
Hey,
Because you do,
listen, I would do that before I let anybody in my house.
right?
This is about letting somebody into your LinkedIn house.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
It's a very
Great.
good point. But hey, and Nellie, the other kind of rule of thumb, look, guys, if they don't have a picture of a human being on their headshot, no, they're gone, right? If they have suspicious looking headline that looks like it was written by AI and all this, I tend to ditch them. So,
Yeah.
but I want to always keep the ones that have potential relevance to my business.
Thank you.
That-
That was very helpful. And
Great.
I liked
Awesome.
that, house symbols.
Analogy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to
Thank
check
you.
them out.
That's right.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Thank you for that follow-up question, which was really good. And I'm gonna dovetail on that, and then I'll go to we got more people in queue. With connection requests, when I comment, that gets people to follow me like automatically, like, or
No, 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 no.
a follow is so if I'm on LinkedIn, do I want to become a follower for somebody or do I want to send a connection request? How do I just distinguish?
That's a great question. You do want to follow people. You want to follow people who follow you just out of courtesy, really. Unless I say that, but no, if they're totally unrelated to, if you have no interest, right, in in either connecting with them or consuming their content, then don't follow them. But most people now, and these are the unwritten rules of LinkedIn. So now people want to follow before they'll connect. It's like dating. You don't go
Okay.
straight in for the kiss, right? And yeah. So maybe you go to a party and you're gonna stay outside for a while. You're not sure about going in, but you're gonna check it out, right? See, do these people really post? Do they really add value? Are they worth following? But a lot of times it's not that. That happens like in an instant in your mind, right? They see your comment, they go to your profile, your banner is rocking, everything's in place, and they go, oh, yeah, let me get more of that. And the other thing I do on my signature, here's how to get more followers too. When you post, you'll see people have a quote signature, like at the bottom of the post, they'll have their name or whatever. So do this, say something like this content, follow me by clicking my name, and then you tag yourself.
So when I write a post on LinkedIn, and at the bottom of the post, I put like this, and then I tag myself, so it's easy for them.
Well, right, but you got to say follow me, and then tag yourself.
Okay, cool. I love all these tips.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, we call it opportunistic marketing.
I like it. And it's giving the people the opportunity to say yes or no. You're not
Well, right.
forcing anything on them. And you're just, and I see it as guiding people. Because let's remember this, especially in the world of marketing and letting people know how you can serve. When somebody comes across your profile or a post or receives an email for you or goes to your website. So what I'm about to drop in right here, everyone, runs across the whole gamut of marketing and your responsibility as the service provider. And it's this: when somebody finds your content, likes you, follows you, wants to consume what you have, they don't know the path to the solution they're seeking. You do. So that's why we're responsible to give them instructions. What's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next step? So if you're building an email nurture sequence, you got to let them know what's the next step after they get your free thing. What's the next step? That you're going to get Laura's profile, right? Her profile guide, GPS. You're going to come to Ask Me Anything. She's going to let you know what's the next step in the process. Would you want your GPS to stop, I'm sorry, midway through when you're trying to get to your destination? No. Right? You want the GPS to take you all the way where you want to go. And that's what Laura does.
Yeah. And I'm so glad. Can I follow up on that? You mentioned customer journey. So this is about the customer journey, folks. Your LinkedIn is more than just your profile, although that's the hub. So your whole LinkedIn presence needs to be able to take that customer from, I don't even know you exist. I don't even understand what you offer. I've never heard of anything you're doing. So you've got to raise awareness of the problem that they don't know they have. This would be top of funnel thought leadership stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And then you've got to take them to the next thing. Now you've got, so it's really different audiences when you think about it. Right.
Yeah.
It's a very broad audience. Then you're going to narrow it down. Okay. They know the problem. Let's talk about some solutions and what that might look like. Not selling, just educating. 20% of your posts can be sales. 20%. So you can do the math. But that's rule of thumb. So
good.
And then ultimately you're going to take them to here, buy my thing.
Exactly. All right. We're going to be, we got more questions in queue, and this is just so dynamic. Be sure that you go to the Ask Me Anything session Laura's hosting on Monday, the 26th. Register at bit.ly/ask Laura 826. Quick follow-up, and then I'm going to go to some of the other people here. Sandra Noble says, how do I tag myself? You there? Can you hear me, Laura? Laura, did I lose you?
Why don't we just put it in the chat?
I will, but did you hear my question?
Oh, this is Laura Barker. Sorry.
Laura, can you hear me? I think Laura, something happened, Laura, and you can't hear me anymore.
Well, she's muted. She's muted.
I am not. No. So Laura.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna be quiet.
Laura, can you hear Nancy? She cannot hear me. So let me go ahead. Rita, go ahead and speak, Rita. Let me see if Laura can hear you.
Good morning. Thank you for allowing me to speak. Laura Barker, can you hear Rita Thomas? She can't hear me either.
Yes. Oh, yes. I can. Oh, yes. Okay. I can hear you.
Okay.
Laura
Nancy.
Barker, can you hear Nancy?
Yes, I can. Laura Barker hears everybody. Laura Barker hears everybody.
Go ahead, Rita.
Well, I just want to pop in here and say I could possibly be Laura Barker's biggest fan. I'm definitely a super fan. Anything she does, I jump in with both feet. And here's the thing, we mentioned earlier, we touched on the fact that people are afraid of LinkedIn. I'm in that boat. I feel like, and I used to feel like, the time I spent on LinkedIn might be wasted because I wouldn't be doing it right, following all the rules. And I am so, so glad I found my GPS, Laura Barker. She, just like she said earlier, she constantly keeps up on all the quote rules. And she tells us exactly how to be successful. I've been a cohort member since the very beginning, and that is where you really want to be. But just try her on for size on Monday. Come to the Ask Me Anything. You're going to love it. And then, you can be in that cohort and get all that hand holding that she was talking about.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rita.
Fantastic. Thank you, Rita. Love that. You're so good.
And she is coachable. That's what she's talking about too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we got a couple more people in queue.
Super.
The next one up is iPhone. So you can go ahead and unmute yourself. I don't know who that is, but it says iPhone. So if you've got your hand raised, unmute yourself and you'll be able to ask your question. Otherwise, I will go straight to Katie Wagner.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good morning.
Hey, Katie.
Yeah, it's a little early here, but I happened to wake up at 6 and I said, oh my God, I can get on WPN for once.
So glad you did.
What happened at 9 o'clock? Anyway, I was going to ask a question about the carousels. I share a lot of Andrew Bolus stuff, and I like to, I do the follow, share, and download, put the secret word in so that I get it.
Yes.
Then I don't know what to do with it. What do you suggest for organizing these and keeping all these information, like all the prompts that you get to do ChatGPT?
Yeah. Did you know? Okay. Oh, well, those are two different questions. So any post that you want to remember, you can save it on LinkedIn.
Oh,
no, yeah. Click the three dots by the post up there,
Yeah.
And one of the options will be save.
Okay.
And you can just save them, and then you'll see on your profile where your saved stuff is, and you can always go check it out. Probably more efficient. Well, that's one way to do it. Another way, of course, is to keep a spreadsheet of some sort, right? Of what you've done. And then the other way is my favorite, of course, which is Notion.
Yeah, because he gives a lot of good prompts,
Oh, he does. Yeah.
I like to keep them because you never know when you're going to need one.
That's excellent.
So yeah, I call that in my Notion, I call that curated content, right?
Yep.
Stuff that I like. And anyway.
Well, it's good to see you both.
Good to see you, or sort of.
Good to see you. Thank you for waking up early for us.
Thank you.
And pop it on.
Yeah.
All right. We should have time for one more person if you've got the question. I think the person had phone number 954-295. Do you have a question or comment for Laura today?
I do. Am I unmuted?
You are. I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Hi. Good morning. Thank you so much for taking my call. Laura, I have a question. My name is Renee. Hi. I came out of an 8-day, free master class with someone in the space that gave all of these tips and tools. And I haven't seen a lot of results yet, so I'm still trying. But my question for you is, her vantage point was that you really don't need to be a premium member, that it's really not necessary. And she built her 7-figure online business.
I know who you mean. I know. I bet I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Here's the thing, though.
Dr. Melissa Hinault.
Oh no, it's actually a different one. Okay, but so there's several in that space. But here's the thing: they did that before all these changes. Think about it. Yeah, she built to 50,000 followers, but that was it back in the day when you could just do it. There were no limits. It was the Wild West, right? It's not the same. Right. To pretend that it is the same today is somewhat misleading.
For sure.
Now, you don't need the premium plan per se. Remember, I was saying you may reach a point when you do, but I really do think you need to understand the free version before you pay for something. Right. So, it's a needs-based thing. And as far as results, so that's why I designed the cohort. I'll just be honest with you. I saw people taking my classes, I follow up with them, they're not getting any results. And I'm like, why? Why is that happening? Well, it's because exactly what you said. They tried to do something, they got stuck.
Mhm.
Maybe they tried a couple more times, they got stuck and said, this just isn't working. So the cohort is designed for when you get stuck. You pop a question, you say,
Yeah.
hey, Laura, I tried to do this that you taught me. It's not working. And then,
That sounds great.
then we'll be in conversation and have that going.
And how do you find out about that?
Yeah,
was
I guess
walking
I'll
on my
grab
phone,
that.
so I-
Let me grab that link and I will get it to you right now. Hang on.
Oh, great. You have access to my phone number?
No, I was just going to put it in the chat.
Well, she's on the phone,
Oh,
so we need
Oh,
to.
on the
oh, okay.
phone. That's,
Oh, this is
that's the
easy then.
problem.
Can you go to just barkerbusinesssolutions.com?
Barker Business, B-A-R? Not Parker,
Yes.
B-A-R, right?
B like
Barker,
boy, ARKER,
yep, got it. Mhm.
businesssolutions.com / cohort, COHORT.
Okay.
Perfect.
Love it.
Great
The
question,
LinkedIn
Renee.
cohort. Okay, great. Thank you so much. And then I'll just scroll down and find where to go, I guess. I'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
yeah. Just go to the website and you'll
Well,
find it.
no, that is directly to the cohort page.
Perfect.
Oh,
You don't
wow.
even have to search. That's directly to the cohort page.
That's so amazing. Thank you so much for this invaluable resource. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Renee. All right,
Thank you.
everyone. You're welcome. All right, we are wrapping up today's Wow Wednesday, and I know it was a wow. Be sure to join Laura and her free Ask Me Anything, join the cohort, which wherever you're at, I invite you all, take LinkedIn a little bit more seriously, give it some attention with the intention to find more clients and people to serve. So go to barkerbusinesssolutions.com and you'll see all the very many things that Laura offers. And to register for the Ask Me Anything, she's hosting next week on Monday, go to bit.ly/ask Laura 826. My friend, thank you for pouring into all of us. Wow, as always. Laura, any final comment?
Guys, just, don't give up on LinkedIn. Come, work with us and follow, or at least just follow me. Just follow me on LinkedIn. You
There
get
you
that,
go.
start getting acquainted with my stuff, my content and such. So, or
Beautiful.
yeah, I hope to see everybody at that event though, because I can really help you more there.
Yay, perfecto. All right, everyone, get out there, make it a wow day. Actually, it's already a wow day. Kick it
Yes.
into the next level with super wow. We'll see you next week and have an amazing day, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye.